So if you had to choose, which one would you rather have happen? Mysterio Sin Cara or Goldust Rhodes?
Oh God.
It's not Sin Cara anymore.
What's Sin Cara?
It's Hunico.
Sin Cara
or Hunico? Whoever's playing the master.
Here's a big thing. Do we have to get Mystico or Sin Hunakara? Which one of them? Very important.
I don't know. Maybe we can have another friggin' imposter thing again. Just have Mysterio randomly be thrown in there.
Oh my God! I want to just get that match over with. So I want to see that matchup, but it's not going to be the same with Mystico there. But just so we can just get Rey Mysterio out of there. I mean, this guy. I mean, of course he entered 30 in the Rumble and he got boos. It's not because he was Rey Mysterio. It was because people were expecting Daniel Bryan. But I mean, let's face it, people. I tweeted this out, I think, just yesterday. But what has Rey Mysterio done since he came back 2 months ago? I was highly anticipating his return. I was among the few that marked out when he returned back at Raw Country back in November. He hasn't done anything of note since he came back over 2.5 months ago. Do you think, I'll ask you, Kyle, first, do you think Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara is the final match we need to see from Mysterio before he can finally hang up his boots at WrestleMania?
Well, let's go back. I need to fix something what you said, Graham, because I'm here to fix your mistakes. Mysterio has done plenty since coming back. He's teamed with Big Show in the most relevant match that no one ever remembers. And he's faced Alberto Del Rio about 500 times.
I mentioned the match 10 minutes ago.
So he has accomplished a lot since coming back. But as far as this match happening, just get it over with. That's what happens. And I love Ray. I really do. But before he gets paralyzed, he needs to stop wrestling. He just needs to stop before he breaks both his legs and ends up like Kevin Nash.
Well, recent reports are indicating that WWE is no longer interested in the Sin Cara character. Apparently, they've given up on it. And whatever. So apparently,
I wonder why.
It wouldn't surprise me that we don't get that match at WrestleMania this year. Not at all. I would like to see it. Hopefully, it's a pre-show matchup. I think that could be a very good way to kick off the show. But like I said before, and also I thought this was comical too, both funny and sad. I believe Mystico, or it's not even, you can't even call him Mystico anymore because that gimmick was given to someone else after he left Mexico. So I don't even know what his real name is, and I can't even pronounce it. I know I've seen it before. I can't pronounce it, so I'm just going to call him Mystico.
Just call him Botch. Call him Botch.
No, that's disrespectful. I'm just going to call him Mystico. But apparently
he didn't breaking your finger and calling the match off. That's disrespectful too. You could have kept going.
Apparently, he did an interview over the weekend that said that he owns the rights to the Sin Cara character and that he will get his lawyers involved with WWE in order to take back that character. I don't think that's true, if only because WWE, I believe, was the one who came up with the character. Otherwise, he would have been Mystico in WWE. So I see no truth in that. But I did feel a little bad for the guy when he said that they really brought him in for nothing. They set him up to fail. And that's pretty much how you can put it. In simplest terms, they set him up to fail. Because he couldn't use his full moveset in the WWE.
Here's the thing. They did not set him up to fail. He set himself up to fail. He spent 2 years in there, and he didn't learn how to wrestle the right side of the ring or speak English. So he fucked himself too.
I wouldn't say that's entirely his fault. I think that's on WWE's part as well because they didn't put him in developmental.
The dude doesn't know how to hold up. The dude doesn't know how to train him, how to go learn in 2 years' time. He doesn't know how to go learn in 2 years. We're not talking a couple months, couple weeks. He was there 2 years and he didn't take the initiative to do it himself. You can't blame the company when you don't want to do it yourself.
Well, they should have put him in developmental before he came up to the main roster. That's my point, because they just threw him right out there on a live show on Monday Night Raw. That was the biggest problem.
But I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's not completely their fault. He's at fault too.
I can argue that. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. But, I mean, he did improve. I will give him that much. I mean, he wasn't terrible at the end of his run in WWE. He wasn't terrible at all. I thought he was actually pretty good, and he was improving. I liked his tag team with Rey Mysterio for what it was worth. And apparently they're tag teaming now, but he's not Mexico. That's Hunico. But even so, I like their tag team because it hid his weaknesses, and Rey Mysterio's weaknesses for that matter, because he was injured too. And they were a pretty good tag team. Then they both got injured last year, and you never saw it again until just this past Monday. So I don't know even how we got on this topic, but we're just gonna go scurry back to the Royal Rumble talk.
Let's just hope Botch stays away and Sin Hunakara stays. I actually like Sin Hunakara. I like him. He's growing on me. Botch needs to stay away.
No, he's done. Yes, Mystico I think is preferred. I believe is done with the company for good. So you won't be seeing him anytime soon. Hunico, I don't know. They lost faith in the character, but that doesn't mean they're going to scrap it. So I'd rather see Hunico under the mask as Sin Cara than him as Hunico, which is one of the stupidest gimmicks I've ever seen. He's a great wrestler, but the whole Hunico thing was complete garbage. But we'll go back to the... What was that, Kyle?
Here's the thing. They're not scrapping the gimmick because it can sell masks after Mysterio leaves. So he's going to sell merchandise. So they're not scrapping him.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why they're keeping him around.
I'd rather see him as Sin Hunakara than see him as a Grand Theft Auto ripoff character.
Exactly.
Riding the bike. I'd rather see him fail at this than fail at that.